Hey fam, welcome back to Tari's Lifestyle and Vlog, and thank you so much for stopping by. In today's video, we're going to be addressing a news that came up yesterday, the 22nd of September 2025, about the ILR, which is the indefinite leave to remain, being abolished. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be looking at the facts. Okay, I'm going to make this video as brief. I'll just give you the main points of this video because I don't want to make it long. I know there's so much information out there and you just want the basics. Okay, but before I go on, my name is Tari, and on this channel we talk about UK visas and immigration. We talk about life in the UK, how to safely and successfully travel to the UK, and how to navigate through life as an immigrant living in the UK. If this sounds like something you're interested in, then please subscribe, turn on your bell icon so you don't miss out on any of my videos going forward. To my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. I appreciate every single one of you. So on Monday, the 22nd of September 2025, there was a news that came up on my feed, and it was also on the news on TV and all of that. And I've also had people messaging me about it, wanting to know if the ILR is going to be scrapped. Okay, and we know that the UK government actually has proposed that they're going to increase the length of ILR from 5 years to 10 years. We know that that's a proposal which is currently going through Parliament, going through consultation. Okay, but then this news came up to say that it's actually going to be scrapped. Okay, so first of all, I want to make it clear that this is not been announced by the current government. It's actually been announced by a rival and party leader. Okay, so we know that for every country they have political parties, the one that's ruling and the one that's wanting to become government, or the one that's wanting to rule. So this announcement has been made by one of the parties that's wanting to come into government, and they've said one of their proposal is that they are going to scrap the indefinite leave to remain. Okay, and one of the reasons they are doing that is so that people that want indefinite leave to remain, or people that are anti-immigration, can actually vote for them. And there's a possibility that people might vote for them so that they can become the next leader if they promise to do that, but we don't know yet. Okay, so but I'm going to read what the news says for you. So I've got it right here in on my computer. Okay, so it simply says, under the plans, okay, Reform UK has announced it would abolish the right of migrants to qualify for permanent settlement in the UK after 5 years if the party wins the next election. And you heard me right. So they've said if they win the next election, they would abolish the rights for immigrants to apply for permanent residence. We know that at the moment, most people that come to the UK on work visas would actually get permanent residence after 5 years, some work visas and also some spouse visa as well. After 5 years, migrants are able to apply for indefinite leave to remain, and after that they can go on after 1 year to apply for British citizenship. But this man has come to say, actually, I want to scrap that because I don't want anyone to have indefinite leave to remain, because it is a path to settlement, is a path to becoming a British citizen. I'll go on to read what the article says. It says, under the plans, migrants would need to reapply for new visas with tougher rules, and reform would abolish indefinite leave to remain, which gives people the right and access to benefits. So they will need to reapply for new visas. So even if anyone has been on the say, for instance, a work visa, and their 5 years is complete, they will have to reapply for another kind of visa. I don't know what his proposal for that will be yet, but it says it wants to abolish indefinite leave to remain because it gives people the right and access to benefits. Okay, and it also says Reform has also said it plans to bar anyone other than British citizens from accessing welfare. The party claims their plan would save £234 billion over several decades. So that's the plan. So this man is saying that this plan will help them save so much money because people will not be claiming benefits. And when I read this thing, I laughed because a lot of people that come from non-EU countries, majority of them don't even claim benefits. Well, from where I come from, we are hard workers and we actually don't claim benefit as much. Okay, but it's saying that this would actually save them 234 billion over several decades. Okay, Chancellor Rachel Reeves said the suggested savings have no basis in reality. So this man hasn't looked at it realistically. Okay, he hasn't looked at it realistically to say, okay, this is what we're going to be saving. How are you going to abolish indefinite leave to remain completely, and how are you going to save all this money, and what impact is it going to have on the economy? Because one of the things that they are not looking at is actually the impact of all this immigration and policies on the economy. Okay, so many changes have come up within the last couple of months or even the last year. Okay, and before they will actually see the impact, it will take a number of months or even a year or two before they will begin to see the actual impact. So now bringing this one again is going to have another massive impact on the economy. So really, they haven't looked at it realistically before saying this, because if they do this, in my opinion, a lot of people would leave the UK because someone wants to apply for, after 5 years, apply for another visa, and then maybe after that 5 years, apply for another visa again, when you don't even know if you're going to have indefinite leave to remain, if you're going to have settlement or not. Okay, so it's just putting people in limbo, really. Okay, so a lot of people would leave, and many people would not even want to come to the UK. That's my opinion. If they know that, okay, they will be in the UK for 5 years and then reapply again for another, I don't know, however long, whatever the plan is, there's no details. Everything is still a bit sketchy. There's no details yet. But I don't think anyone, me personally, I won't want to come to the UK if I know that before now I could get my indefinite leave to remain after 5 years, and then the goalpost has been shifted a bit. I wouldn't want to come to the UK. Okay, and like I said, it will have massive impact on the UK economy. So according to the article, it says that the UK should not be the world's food bank, i.e. the people that provide food for the whole world, okay, for people that are coming from all over the world. And saying, launching this, it is not for us to provide welfare for people coming from all over the world, which is what I've just said. Under the current system, migrants can apply for indefinite leave to remain after 5 years, what I've said before, and this gives them the right to live, study and work in the UK permanently. So that's what's actually on now. That's the policy as of today. It is a key route to becoming a British citizen and allows people to claim benefits. Okay, and reform said it will replace ILR with visas that force migrants to reapply after 5 years, and this includes hundreds and thousands of migrants currently in the UK. So there's so many people in the UK that are already on the road to ILR, and now he's saying that he will scrap it, which means that this is going to affect thousands of people. Applicants will also need to meet certain criteria, including a higher salary threshold and standard of English. We know that the salary threshold for work visas have been increased, and so many people are struggling at the moment. Well, now he's saying that the applicants must meet that criteria, higher salary threshold. And this is a part of the article that actually sounds funny to me. It says the party would not apply, that this policy would not apply to EU nationals whose settled status is protected under the European Union withdrawal agreement. So they are protected under the European Union withdrawal agreement, therefore they won't be affected, and who make up the majority of benefit claimants by people with ILR. So they make up the majority of people on claiming benefits, but this policy is not going to affect them. So what are we not seeing? Okay, so he's wanting to apply this policy to immigrants, but it's not going to affect people from the EU, and these people from the EU make up a higher proportion of people that actually claim benefits. So who are we not deceiving? Okay, so I think what he's trying to do is actually stop immigration or reduce immigration from non-EU countries. Okay, that's what he's trying to do. So he has said that he accepts that this policy will split families and remove people integrated into their communities, but that's why they're giving people advance notice of what's coming. Okay, so a lot of people that are already, so remember, there are people that are already on this route, so it's not going to apply to people that are just coming to the UK, but it's going to be applied retrospectively. So people that are already in the UK on the route of indefinite leave to remain, but he's saying that he's giving people advance notice. Okay, so how this is going to happen, I have no idea, because in fact, that's a story for another day. Okay, but this is what he's proposing. If he wins the election, if he becomes the leader or the prime minister of a country, which it hasn't happened all these years, but if he is able to buy people's conscience with this thing, with this policy that he's actually proposing, then he might become prime minister. And if he becomes prime minister, then it will be a lot of trouble for most migrants. So these policies that we've been seeing, okay, will be just the tip of the iceberg, because he said that he's going to scrap indefinite leave to remain for a start. Okay, we don't know what else he's going to do. There are a lot of things in this article. He's going to introduce other kind of visas and all of that, but I'm not going to go into that because that's not why we're here. So the current government has also criticized this proposal, and a lot of other people are actually criticizing this proposal, because in reality, how is this going to happen? How are you going to apply this retrospectively to a lot of people, thousands of people that are already in the UK? And they said, is it fair to apply retrospectively? And it says, well, it's going to be fair to the British citizens, okay, and all of that. I'll post the link to this article in the comment section, just in case anyone is interested in reading it, okay. So at the moment, this is proposal, it is not law, and it's not going to affect anyone at this time. The only way to affect anyone if these people or this party is elected into government, okay. I hope this video has been helpful to someone. I hope it puts your mind at rest, knowing that this is not actually law yet, okay. If that's helped you, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so, okay. And also leave your comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this proposal. Do you think it's something that will come into effect? Do you think this party will be elected into government or anything like that? Just leave your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll be happy to engage with you in the comment right there, okay. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video.